Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to more baking. Today we are making chocolate courgette cake. So, the second vegetable cake that I've made in a week. So I'll run you through the ingredients. We have 350 grams of self-raising flour, 50 grams of cocoa powder, 175 millilitres of olive oil, 375 grams of caster sugar, 3 eggs, vanilla extract, and then 2 sort of medium courgettes that I have grated, and a little bit of salt as well. And then for the icing, you'll need for later 100 grams dark chocolate and 200 grams dark chocolate, and 100 millilitres of double cream. So, to start, I'm going to preheat the oven to 160 degrees fan, and I am going to wash my hands. So I think with this cake, it's just another case of mixing the wet ingredients together, mixing the dry ingredients together, and then combining, and then baking. So quite an easy recipe again, nice and quick. We're going to start by mixing the flour, the cocoa powder, the mixed spice, and some salt together on here, and then just a tiny bit of salt, like so, and we're just going to combine that together. There we go. And then put that to one side, and then in a separate bowl we are going to mix the olive oil, the sugar, the eggs, and you need 3 eggs, that won't work, got a bit of shell in there, bit of extra crunch, just fish that out. Two more eggs need to go in. That's better. There we go. 3 eggs. And then I think I'm adding the vanilla to this as well. Vanilla and the courgette are also going in there. We're using 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, if I can get it open. There we go. One, two, and then tip in the courgette as well. There we go. Wi-Fi cut out or something like that. But anyway, you rejoin us. We've just combined so we've got the flour, the cocoa powder, the mixed spice, and the salt have been combined there. And then in a separate bowl, we have the olive oil, the sugar, the eggs, the vanilla essence, and the grated courgette. So those have been mixed together. The next step is to mix the wet into the dry. And there we go, in we go. So we'll just mix the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. And then this will form the cake batter. Now you could add things like nuts into this as well, but I'm just going to go and make plain courgette cake. Like so, and not add anything else. And that's coming together nicely. And we'll pour this into a large. There's our cake tin, which I've lined, and I will pour the batter in, like so. Does smell rather good. And then we're baking this at 160, as I said at the beginning, in a preheated oven. And I think it cooks for 40 to 50 minutes. And then we will make the icing go on top, which is just cream, double cream, and dark chocolate melted together. So there we go. There we have our cake, and I will pop that into the oven now. Move shelves around, pop it into the middle of the oven, and it is going to go in for 40 to 50 minutes. And as usual, until a skewer or a knife put into the middle comes out clean. Right, that is all for now. I will expect we'll be back later with the icing. Terribly sorry about the technical issues, but I hope we've Hope we rectified them. And thank you very much for joining us. Welcome back. The cake has finished baking and has come out of the oven and is cooling now. Looks pretty good. And I'm going to make the icing now. The icing, once it's made, needs a little bit of time to cool. So I will then, once I've finished making the icing, will then stop the video. And then once the icing is cool, we will take a picture of the finished iced cake and pop it on the page. So for the icing, we have 200 grams of dark chocolate, which I've put in this bowl, and then we have 100 millilitres of double cream in a pan. So we're going to bring the double cream to the boil, and then once the double cream has boiled, we will pour it straight away onto the chocolate and then stir it quite vigorously to melt the chocolate, and then that will be the icing. Very easy. And then as soon as we're done with that, then it will cool and then I'll pour it over the cake. So yeah, cake took a little bit longer than the 40 to 50 minutes it said it should have done. It took about an hour to maybe an hour and a quarter, but I might have, I don't know why that was, but just obviously play it by whether the skewer comes out or the knife or the or a knife, whether it comes out clean. As soon as it comes out clean, then you're good to go. And just stirring the cream to make sure that it doesn't stick to the bottom and burn, like Dad had with his creme brulees. Starting to bubble now. It won't take very long to boil, and then it probably won't take long to melt the chocolate either. Nearly there, bubbling nicely. I would say that's boiled. And then all we're going to do now is just pour that over the chocolate, get it all in there, and stir it in, and let the let the hot cream melt the chocolate and create the icing. So we're just going to stir it until all the chocolate is melted and we've got a smooth icing. Shouldn't take too much longer, but it should be a really nice and sort of glossy, quite thick icing once it's done. You can see how nice and glossy it is, just while it's just melting the last little bits. And it will get thicker, and the reason why you just let it cool is just to make it thicken up completely before you then put it over the cake. And so that it doesn't all run off the sides. So getting there, nearly there with a nice smooth consistency of the icing. this will be a very calorie-free cake. It's healthy. One of your five a day because it's got courgette in it. Definitely.
How many courgettes were there in it?
There were 2 sort of medium-sized courgettes. It's practically a salad.
Exactly. Cocoa beans are a vegetable, aren't they? Or
yeah, exactly.
Fruit.
Just a few more lumps left in here. Yeah, this should make a nice thick and creamy icing once it's completely smooth. Nearly there. I think possibly if we sign off there, we will post a picture of the finished article on the Facebook page once this has cooled a little bit and I've put the icing on. Yeah, I think thank you very much for joining us. Sorry about the technical difficulties earlier. Don't really know what went on there, but there we go. Yeah, thank you very much for joining us, and join us on Thursday where Dad will be making cookies, I think.
That's right, chocolate chip cookies.
So yeah, thank you very much for joining us.